Hey everyone, I'm back. As you can tell by the tag down below, I'm filming the TMI tag. I was actually filming my I was actually filming my flexi rod set, but then I don't know why I thought I could do it without using any hair gel. It just came out a bit too fluffy for me. So I want to do it again, so then there's no point in me editing that video, and I figured why waste a face of makeup, might as well film something else, da-da-da-da-da. So I'm filming the TMI tag. I thought the questions were just kind of funny, and some of you asked me to do something where you get to know me a little bit better, so I figured I'd do this. So I have the questions on my laptop, and I'm just gonna go ahead and answer them. First question, what am I wearing? I'm wearing a pair of leggings and a black tank top. Ever been in love? Yes, I have been in love. I think love is a very beautiful thing. Ever had a terrible breakup? Yeah, I did I think it was when I was in upper sixth. The guy I was dating at the time, I just was so in love with him, and I just thought everything was perfect and he was the guy for me. But then he was starting uni and just had, wanted to catch some trips, I think it was. And we broke up, and I was devastated for ages. But I look back now and I'm like, really, bitch? But, I was upset. How tall are you? I'm little. I'm only 5'4". I'm not that tall. But I'm not that short. I think I'm like average height. So 5'4" is like a good, petite, but not tiny kind of height. Any tattoos? Yep, the one. My Gemini in blue. I was supposed to get another one when I was in New York, and then that was like a couple of weeks ago, and then I was gonna get another one when I was in Georgetown last week, but it takes me a while to prep my pain threshold is so low, and it takes me a long time to prep myself for tattoos, so whenever I get there I just get a bit too scared and I always just kind of bail. Any piercings? Yep, I have 2 per ear. I used to have my cartilage up here done, but I don't have it anymore. It's closed. Favorite show? That's a tough one, actually. I don't have a favorite show. I have shows that I love to watch. Let me think. Being Mary Jane, Power, Homeland, Suits, Master of None. Master of None. Favorite bands? I don't really like bands, so I don't have any. Something you miss? I really miss... I miss like uni. I miss, having your next step kind of planned out for you. Like, you go from primary school, you go to secondary school. From secondary school, you go to A-levels. A-levels, you go to uni. Like, there's a structure. So now that, like, people are actually asking, so what are you doing? And your answer completely depends on you. It's a bit nerve-wracking. I also miss, I miss the, era of things not being so complicated. Now everybody just cares about everything, and everybody is fake deep, and everybody is, cultured or whatever, and I just kind of miss when nobody really gave a shit. Now everyone is just in everybody's business. I really don't like it. Favorite song? My favorite song right now is Never by JID. How old are you? I'm 22. Zodiac sign? I'm a Gemini through and freaking through. Quality you look for in a partner? That's a good one. I like people who are very respectful. I think the one thing I hate most in life is disrespect. I hate disrespect and I hate embarrassment. Any of those two things, I just really can't deal. So a guy who's respectful of himself, respectful of his environment, the people around him, is really a plus for me. And I feel like when you go out, if you're my partner, you're representing me. So if you're embarrassing me in streets, that's a turn off. I also like guys who like know what they're doing. I don't like guys who can't like mobilize. You know, like if we're doing something, let's do it. I don't like guys who are constantly on their laurels, like, oh, what do you think? Like, think for yourself. I'm not your mom. Do you know what I mean? That is also important to me. Loyalty. I mean, I think that almost goes without saying. Loyalty. I also need someone to make me laugh. Like, this is the thing. In every single relationship I've been in, or like my friends or my family or people that I know, a funny guy will take your girl. Like, I'm sorry, it's true. Like, there's nothing like just having someone who makes you laugh. Like, everyone wants to be able to like sit on the couch and, you know, Netflix and chill and whatever. Yeah, that's all nice, but if you're doing that for hours and he's not even making you laugh, you just kind of sat there, it's awkward. And it's just not my style. I don't enjoy guys who don't make me laugh. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's that. Favorite quote. Ooh, I have loads. To be honest, I find quotes and I'm like, oh, I love this, and then I forget to write it down or save it or put it somewhere, and that's really bad on me. But I think probably the one that resonates the most with me on a daily basis is "This too shall pass." Favorite actor. I don't have a favorite actor. Maybe Denzel. I like Denzel. I kind of like older men as actors, so like Denzel, I like Patrick Dempsey, like Silver Foxy kind of guys. I think they're really cool. So, but Denzel is probably my favorite because I don't think I've ever watched a Denzel movie that I haven't liked. And he does a lot of like psychological thrillers, and that's my kind of thing, so. Favorite color, blue. Any shade of blue, light blue, dark blue, aquamarine, teal, like any kind of like bluish, greeny blue. That's my color. Loud music or soft music? Loud music. I don't think there's ever a time for soft music, not even when I'm in the shower. Like, always loud, always trap, always hip hop, always R&B. I mean, I don't mind some SZA, but even my SZA, I'm playing that loud as hell, so. Where do you go when you're sad? I'm gonna alter this question to where do you go when you're stressed, because I don't get sad. It sounds weird, but I don't like sit down and I'm like, oh, I'm sad about this. That doesn't really happen to me. It's just something happens and it stresses me so much. So a situation can arise and I'm like, oh my God, this is gonna upset me. But rather than like sitting there and being upset, I just feel extreme stress. So I would either go to bed, I have a shower, or like I sit in a room with nobody else in the room and I just kind of zone out. And then within like 15 minutes I'm fine, but I do need those like 15 minutes of like me time with nobody else around, and then I kind of think about what's stressing me and why I'm stressed and whether or not the reason I'm stressed makes sense for me to feel the way I feel, or whether I'm overreacting and blah 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 blah. So, you know, you go through the motions and then you're fine when you get out of it. How long does it take you to shower? Whoa. It could take me anywhere from 10 minutes to 45 minutes. It depends on what I'm doing. If I'm exfoliating, shaving, doing a deep condition, bruh, I'm in there for a while. But I can have a quick shower, but by quick shower, I'm nothing less than 10 minutes. But the scale is like infinite because there's no limit to me in the shower. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? For like work or school, I need like an hour. If I'm going out, like an hour and a half. Like, I have natural hair. It takes me a little bit longer. Like, hey, deal, you know? And it's like my boyfriend. Whenever we're going out, if we're like sat on the couch and like I'm watching something with him and we're watching something together, he thinks I don't notice, but he'll like change the channel to something I don't really want to watch, or he'll like, if it's a show that has loads of episodes, he'll just stop and be like, okay, go get ready, because I genuinely just take forever. Ever been in a physical fight? Yes. This bitch, no, she pulled out like a chunk of my hair. I kid you not. Like, she legit pulled it out. We're not friends anymore for obvious reasons, because she's a bit crazy, but I will never forget when Yo, I don't even remember what it was, but we were quite young, and she just was mad or something, and we started arguing, and we were in each other's faces, and before I knew it, she yanked like a chunk of my hair out. And I remember just thinking, you're mad. Like, you're actually mad. That was one time. When I was in year 7, this my friend Angela, I don't know why we always butted heads, but like I love her to bits now, but I think she called me a bitch once, and I called her a bastard. And at the time, sorry, excuse my language, but you know, I'm gonna be candid. At the time, I didn't even know what that word meant. I thought it was just the boy version of bitch. And I was like, you bastard. And she literally came, I remember I was in the bathroom, she came charging at me. But like, luckily people kind of intervened, so she didn't literally get to me. But I remember thinking, oh crap, I'm about to get beat up. But that never happened. Then I've been hit by my other guy friend, bless his soul, I'm gonna say his name, Ladipo. I think I was feeling like I was the bomb.com in school, and I was talking to him all sideways. I think I hit his face or whatever, kind of light. This guy, his palm, he has really, like his hand, I remember it was stretched out like this. He slapped the side of my face and then grabbed my neck and put me over the banister. And he was laughing, like everyone was laughing, like next time don't hit a guy, and I learned my lesson, like never again will I lay my hands on anybody. Like, I don't condone violence, I don't like it, I'm a small, petite kind of girl, like it's never gonna end well for me, so yeah, there will never be future stories, you know, God willing. Turn on and turn off. I think I've mentioned this in like what I find attractive to a guy, but I think my number one turn on, like I said, is probably just like loyalty, because I feel like with me, I'm like, that's why my friendship circle is so small. I have 2 friends. I legit have like 2 friends. And so, but that's like, it gives me a lot of peace and comfort in my life, like I don't like that politicking, I'm friends with this person, I'm not friends with this person, but I like you, but I don't really like, all of that stuff to me is drama, and I don't like it. So I will be very loyal to you, like I'll have your back, I will be there every time you need me, but I also need the same thing in return. Like, I need to know that you don't have your mind elsewhere, because I don't like to share. I've never liked to share. I don't think I'll ever develop the habit of sharing, so what's mine is mine. Turn off. Guys that are everywhere. Guys that talk too much. Like, you're not a babe. I hate that. Like, guys that are just commenting on everything. Guys that are like, you know, you go out and they're just talking to everybody that they're friends, and then people that they don't like are like I just like people who stand their ground, and if they don't like you, they don't like you. If they like you, they like you. If they are happy, they're happy. If they're sad, they're sad. Like, I like transparent people, because I go off vibes a lot, and I go off like what you're showing me. So if I don't feel like you're transparent, I'm constantly gonna feel like what I think isn't true, and that just makes me stressed. And so then I don't like stress, so eventually I'm like, deuces. The reason I joined YouTube, you know, it's funny, I was talking to my best friend about this the other day, and it's like, I've recently joined YouTube, but I think it must have been about 5-6 years ago. I used to make these kinds of videos on my MacBook, like my photo booth, and I just had tons of them, but I just thought that, I don't know what I thought, I don't know why I never like did anything with them, or why I didn't start earlier. I guess maybe I was scared. I wasn't as confident now as I was when I was a little bit younger, so maybe that's why. But the reason I joined is, one, I just enjoy it. Like, I care about my hair and my makeup and my skin, and like, even if it's people that I don't know, I know what I went through when I had acne and breakouts, and that, you know, that took its toll on me. I remember when I was trying to grow my hair out, and my hair was just breaking off every now and again, and it just wasn't growing. That was stressful. You know, I remember going out, like my friend and I were talking as well, like old pictures, we just looked so dead. And it's like, if there's anything I can put out there that's gonna help somebody in whatever part of the world, like go out and feel good and, you know, snatch some souls, then, and I enjoy it, it doesn't take anything out of me, you know, why not? The next one, my fears. Ooh, personal. My fears, well, my like physical fears would probably be, I'm really scared of getting hit by a car. I'm terrified of sharks and cancer. And being in a plane crash, oh my God, I'm already scared just thinking about it. Like, those are things that I like fret about. But if it has to be like personal fears, I think a really big personal fear of mine probably has to be like waking up one day and just either feeling like I've wasted my life, or that I've spent a chunk of my life making somebody else happy, or pursuing someone else's dream. Like, that's terrifying to me. And so every single day, like, even though I don't have everything I want, like today nobody does, I always say to myself and my friends, okay, you don't have it, so now what? Like, what's the next step? What are you gonna do about it? So that's a really big fear of mine. And then, yeah, it goes back to my partner, like embarrassment and like frustration and stuff like that. I would hate to just find out some trifling nonsense and just like, anyway. Last thing that made you cry. Being misunderstood. I'm a very like, I studied law and politics, so I'm a very analytical person, and I think a lot of people who have studied law or come from, like, my family is very like, when I was younger anyway, my dad used to, if you have an emotion or you have a feeling, you couldn't say things like somehow and weird and uncomfortable. Like, those weren't words that he wanted you to use to express yourself. If you say you feel somehow, he'll be like, what does that mean? Is that a positive emotion or a negative emotion? Like, he used to make us read and stuff. So when I communicate with people, I can be a bit verbose, but I'm very like forthcoming, and I also make a big effort to make sure that I understand where somebody else is coming from. I hate to make other people feel misunderstood because I know what it's like. So I think the last thing that made me cry was me trying to communicate something to someone. I think a friend of mine, I was trying to get something across, and I was just getting so, I don't cry, like I said, I don't get sad, stuff like that doesn't happen. I get frustrated. So I got so frustrated at the fact that what I was trying to say wasn't getting across the right way, and it was just somehow getting lost in translation. And I got so frustrated that I was just like, you know, that was the last time I cried. Last time you said you love someone. This morning. Meaning behind your YouTube name. Color me curly. You know, color me curly. I don't know. I think my hair became, when I started putting a lot of effort into my hair, it became a very big part of me. And so it's like when you color somebody something, it's like color them green with envy, color me blue with sadness, color me curly. That's just kind of what it means. Last book you read, it's called Launch Your Passion, I think. Yeah, Platform to Launch Your Passion or something like that. And the book I'm currently reading is How to Make Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Last show I watched was either Master of None or Baller Wives. Don't remember, it was last night, and I actually don't remember. The last person I spoke to, my mom, before I came upstairs. The relationship between you and the person you last texted. That was my baby D Black, and that's my sister for life. Favorite food? I don't have a favorite, but if it's rice, chips, pizza, burger, then I'm around. Place you want to visit? I really want to go to Bali. Like, I just feel like it's so pretty, and I'm like a water baby, I'm a summer baby, and Bali just looks like so much fun. So I want to go there, but I'm planning to go to Mauritius. That should also be fun. Last place you were. Well, I'm currently in like the DMV area, but before here I was in New York, so I guess that's the last place I was. Do you have a crush? Yes, I have a banging crush on this bearded genius guy. Fine as fuck. Last time you kissed someone? About 2 weeks ago? Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Last time you were insulted? Someone called me a loose goose for no reason. And I was just like, yeah, you're reaching, but okay. Favorite flavor of sweet? Probably strawberry, but I'm not really a sweet person. What instruments do you play? None. I used to play the piano and the violin, but now I don't play any. Favorite piece of jewelry? Probably hoops. I like my hoop earrings. And my love bracelet, because this was given to me by, well, this, to be honest, has double meaning for me. It was given to me by my mom, and it was when I just graduated uni, and when she handed it to me, she was like, I love you so much, and like, I'm not gonna tell you everything she said, but it was just such a nice moment for me, and so every time I look at it and it's a love bracelet, I just think about my mom. And also my best friend has one, so it's kind of like a friendship bracelet. So yeah. Last sport you played? Probably hockey, when I was forced to play hockey in A-levels, but I'm not a sporty person at all. I never run. The only time I think I would run is if I was like running away from the police or something. Last song you sang? I Get the Bag, Gucci Mane, Migos. Oof, maybe that's my favorite song. I Get the Bag. Favorite chat up line? Oh my goodness. You know, it's been a while since I've been like chatted up, like properly. Because obviously if anyone tries to talk to me now, I'm like, So it's been a while since I've actually allowed the conversation to like progress into anything. But if I remember any, nah, I don't remember any, sorry. Have I ever used it? Do I look like I'm chatting up people? Do I? Nah, never used it. Last time I hung out with anyone. I mean, I hang out with my siblings every day, my mom, and my cousins here too. But the last time I was in New York with like Preto and Moa, who are my best friends, and that was just such a nice trip, and we had such a good time, and I miss them already. Who should answer these questions next? You, if you feel like it. But yeah, those are all of the questions. There were 50 of them. I hope I answered them properly and you kind of got to know me a little bit and etc. But my next video will be up sometime soon, and I think it's going to be adding protein to my deep treatment or another flexi rod set, this time with gel, to see how it comes out. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, comment on anything else, or send me questions that I haven't answered and you would like me to answer, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.